Yo, yo, yo. What up, peoples? Happy Tuesday. Yo, Cranky, what's going on? Yeah, dude, I'm working on getting some new montages done. Yeah, you good? You good? Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get some new montages done. That was a montage I got done. So we just hit 2 years of our channel being live. And those were all clips. It's a montage of clips from the first year of the channel being live. So I surprised everybody. I made that and made that for the channel whenever we hit our 1 year anniversary. And now I've got a bunch more clips that I'm working on. Hopefully I'll have it done soon. I'll have a couple more montages to run and stuff. Yeah. So that's the way we start the stream off, man. Just let everybody chill out to some nice clips from the first year. I've got a bunch. I've got like double what I had from the first year, man. So I'm trying to go through and download all the good ones, put them into a nice montage. Hopefully I'll have a little bit, some nicer ones to run, not only for the opening, but for the ending of the stream, and also for like taking breaks and stuff too. So trying to get some new stuff done, man. How are you, Cranky? Good day to you, my friend. And Psycho, what's up, buddy? Everybody else, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy 4th, everybody. Let's start off with that. Independence Day, yeah. I'll just try to keep it short and sweet. Say, not just, I know it's one of those things that for the 4th, it's traditionally something that's, it's celebrated here as Independence Day in America, but I would say just, to anybody that's ever, even if you're not a veteran of war or anything like that, if you fought for freedoms, if you fought for social justice or, any kind of liberties that anybody should have across the world, then this is a holiday for you, and I mean, for sure, for me, and to all the veterans out there of war that have fought to, stand up against oppression and for freedoms in whatever country that may be, then first and foremost, big props to those individuals and thank you for doing that. Ukraine right now, I mean, Slava Ukraine, dude, it's a day that makes me think of Ukraine, but there are a lot of other countries in the world that deal with oppression and a constant struggle to fight for their rights and their freedoms all the time, and so I don't want this day to be lost in thinking about just what it was for America in history, but I think it should be a day where we look at what freedoms and liberties that people around the world should have on the constant, and what people have done in any capacity to fight for those freedoms, you know what I mean? So I think that it shouldn't necessarily just be looked at something. Obviously, that's the reason it's celebrated here is because of historically what July 4th stands for here in America, but I think that it's important that we take a look at what it can mean for and should mean for the people around the world that fight for freedoms and liberties and justice that all people should have around the world, you know what I mean? So to all those people that have fought, are fighting in any capacity, I appreciate that. So wait, it's like, what? The audacity. Dude, you kidding me? You say, yo, OA says different. You say, hey, doc, sorry, but my streaming doctor says that it's fine. That's all you gotta do is psycho, you know what I mean? My streaming doctor said that, 6 to 7 days a week is actually healthy for me. Alright, man, so on that note, let's get ready for July 4th edition of Video Gaming News. Yeah, that is funny, dude. July 1st edition of Video Gaming News. We'll get into that real quick, and then, dude, we're gonna play a little bit of Dave the Diver today. I won't go as hard as today as I normally do, guys. Normally we do like 8-9 hour streams. every day that we're live, and which is 6 days a week, right? But being the 4th, I'm gonna take off a little bit early today. We're gonna go see some family, so I'll probably take off around lunchtime. Okay, so maybe a couple hours early, something like that. Hello? Get in here, cranky. So yeah, I'll be around until about lunchtime, and then I'm gonna take off and go see some family for a little bit. But we're gonna play Dave the Diver today. We're gonna play Dave the Diver. I don't know. Basically, I don't know. I just made the choice. I've been looking at this game for like 4 or 5 days now. I'm really interested in it. I thought I wanted to finish up Shadows Over Loathing, but dude, Shadows Over Loathing is a great game. Don't get me wrong. It's a great game. But for me, it's not a game I really care to stream, if that makes sense. It's not a game that feels good like for streaming content. It's got great content, but as far as a game for me to stream, it doesn't feel like a great game for me to stream. So I don't know that I'll actually finish it on stream. And West of Loathing and Shadows Over Loathing are great games, don't get me wrong. But as far as games that are good for content, streaming content, it just doesn't feel like it's there for me. The Longing? What's up, dog? What are you doing? Are you at work? What are you doing? What's up, bro? So, yeah, I probably won't finish Shadows Over Loathing. Not on stream anyways. I'm just not feeling it, dude. And I don't know about Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know when I'm gonna feel like diving. I still don't feel like diving into that game. I still feel like I'm going to play that game because I feel like I need to, not because I want to. And that's not what I should be doing. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't feel the want to play Tears of the Kingdom. And I think that means that if I started playing that game again, I would just be in the same mindset that I was before when I started playing it. And so I know a lot of people would be like, but it's so good and you really should give it a try. And I know, man, I know but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it right now, you know? So at work, but next 2 days are free. Oh, really? Well, I'm off tomorrow, bro. I won't be streaming tomorrow. So, maybe Grounded on Thursday. I don't know. It's a possibility, you know? Was Psycho. Lucky you. All Psycho does is work. I don't even think he gets to go home and see his family anymore. So that's kind of the play right now. I'm gonna start Dave the Diver today. We'll see how much gameplay I get out of it. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna enjoy it. We've got Exo Primal hitting on the the 13th or 14th or 15th, something like that. And I think it's the 14th. So I'll probably try out Exo Primal this month as well. And we're just going to play. I'm going to play games that I want to play, as well as games that I think you guys will enjoy. And, you know, I don't want to trudge through a game that I'm not really super stoked about playing. I'm just not looking to do that anymore. So, I don't know. We're going to do that. Let's do the news, and then let's look to start up some Dave the Diver for the gaming stuff today, okay? Let's do this. First and foremost, dude, we're listening to Crypt of the Necrodancer this morning. It's a rhythm-based adventure RPG game. It's supposed to be very, very good. I haven't ever played it, but the soundtrack's an absolute banger, dude. I love this soundtrack. So if that type of genre is up your alley, then I would say give this game a look, because it's renowned for being a very good rhythm-based game. And dude, this soundtrack is just amazing. The bass soundtrack alone comes with like 43 songs, and then it comes with all kinds of different like synthwave versions, chopped versions. It's like just a bunch of other versions of these songs from the soundtrack, which are really good too. So I would say definitely worth the money. Oh, for real, dude? Nice, Pinky, nice. Kayla's here. We got the googly eyes, man. What's up, Kayla? So we'll pause that. Let's get into the video gaming news stuff real quick and see what we got, man. Yeah, dude, all I've bought so far is Dave the Diver, Pinky, because this morning I woke up and I was just feeling it. But I had like 6 or 7 things in my cart I wish that Steam, and I don't think they do. Maybe I'm wrong, but psycho. That's funny, dude. I wish that Steam would do a thing where you could save things for later, like Amazon does. Like if you threw things in your cart, but you weren't sure you wanted to buy them yet. I wish they would like save them for later. Yeah, 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 Kayla. Yeah, yeah. I kind of already gave my spill on that, so I won't dive back into it. But yeah, as well as America's birthday. I mean, big shout out to all the people out there that have done any kind of fighting in any capacity. Uh, doesn't have to be actual physical fighting or whatever, just for people's freedoms across the world. Social justice, civil liberties, you name it. Actual, freedom from oppression and things like that. I think it's a day that we should just try to remember all of that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of why. I mean, it looks like a lot of fun, and it seems like something that'd be cool to watch. So that's why I'm diving into it. Yeah, 9 games, 2 of them. Someone from my friend list had a wish list or own. Yeah, yeah. But I had like about 3 of them were OSTs. I had about 3 other games in my cart, and then Dave the Diver too. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to buy all these yet. So I had to like remove everything out of my cart. I wish they had like a save for later, like Amazon does in their cart. Like if you don't know if you want to buy it yet, put it in like a save for later. So it puts it in like a part of your cart that you don't purchase. You know what I mean? It just waits on you there. Um, I don't know. That would be nice. But let's get back to topic here. Let's see what we got. Nothing there. It might be a pretty bleak day because of the holiday. I don't know. I mean, not that the entire world's celebrating today. It's more of a U.S. thing, right? But not that there aren't some other countries that obviously understand the celebration and take part and everything like that. But Xbox users aren't even bothering with new free games. What? Oh, that's good, Kayla. Nice. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. Like I said, so I'm only gonna be playing games till about noon today, and then I want to take off and spend the rest of the day with the family for the holiday and stuff. We've got some family we're gonna go see and everything, and spend the afternoon and evening with them, getting real fat. Probably take a couple naps. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So there's nothing to do. Jeez, bro. Yeah, look, I mean, we kind of hit on this the other day. Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake. We had heard rumors that had substantial backing that this was a thing, and then the very next day we got there are 11 new Assassin's Creed games that are in development or some form of project planning or development, and it was like, man, um, so much, dude. So much Assassin's Creed. I've got an article up on YouTube right now. I got it up posted last night from one of the previous day's news segments where we touched on that. And it's just for me, the whole, Ubisoft needs to just chill out with the Assassin's Creed stuff. I don't know how anybody gets hyped about it anymore. It's so much, dude. It feels like it's so polluted. Their portfolio is so polluted with Assassin's Creed stuff that it's like for anybody that's ever even been a part of it, how do you keep up? And then for anybody that's never been a part of the Assassin's Creed fandom, where do you even jump in? You know, it's getting really, really crazy. Well, here's the thing. So you say they can't; it's their money maker. Agree with you, but I agree with you because they can't because they're in trouble. So you want to say they can't, it's their moneymaker. There are plenty of other developers out there that have just as big or bigger IPs than Assassin's Creed that don't pump them out that fast. Right? Here's my thing. Assassins, when you're talking about doing that much Assassin, and I've already stated this, of the Assassin's Creed titles that are already released, last year was their 15-year anniversary. They have 12 mainline titles. They have 17 spin-offs. There's already a massive number. You wish, dog. You wish, bro. And what's up, Wick? Well played. I like it. And now they're adding 11 to the mix. There are plenty of other developers that have just as big, just as profitable IPs as Assassin's Creed that don't do this. And I think that what you have to take a look at is if you're making that much that fast, there's absolutely no flipping way that they are incorporating really good, high quality content across every single one of those games. Instead of pulling those down into a few, maybe 2 or 3 really great titles, they're spreading all of that across 11. Yeah, for just what they're making now. And you say they can't because it's their cash cow or whatever. I will kind of agree with that because they're in trouble, and that's what I stated in my video that's on YouTube. So, dude, we're just going nuts with the filters, yeah. So, Ubisoft has not been in a good spot for the past 2 to 3 years. I think that's one of the reasons they're doing this. But it's not like they haven't polluted their portfolio with Assassin's Creed previously as well. I've said this for a long time. There's always been too much, in my opinion. And now they're just doing it even worse. So, I don't know. For me, it's a real big turnoff. Oh, nice, Kayla. All right, that's cool. Nice. Yeah. At least that's the way I see it, man. PS Plus users get last chance to grab iconic video. God dang, dude. It's because there's a cooldown, right? There's a cooldown on the filters. So there's like a 5-minute cooldown on each filter. So people are just popping through all of them, dude. That's funny, man. Oh, jeez. Everything you need for a gaming PC setup. Yo, Wick, I'll tell you this right now. You need a mouse and a keyboard. All right, buddy? Don't forget that. Nintendo addresses possibility of more GameCube games on Switch. You guys, dude. Oh, dude. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a given, I think. This is just going to be kind of clickbaity stuff. I don't know. We'll take a quick peek. What do you mean? How else are you gonna interact with the PC, dude, without a mouse and keyboard? Wick needs an accessibility device for PC for smoothie trolls, I think is what it is. Telepathy? You're going to be able to get everything done on a PC that you need to get done on a PC with just an Xbox controller? I don't doubt that there are some people that can get that done. I don't know if that some people is you, dude. No offense. Vault. What's up, dude? What's up? You can actually set up controllers to like have a joystick run your mouse, and you can pull up like but you need to get into the operating system and stuff to do that. Have a controller operate like joystick as a mouse, your mouse cursor, and you can pull up a on screen like keyboard and stuff. And but it's a lot less intuitive. I'll tell you that. It's much harder to get it done. What do you mean you missed it? You guys are wild, dude. Hey, wait, did you play more Dave the Diver? Just need a Logitech controller. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. You're not wrong there. Ooh, 18 minutes of raw Payday 3 gameplay leaked online. I'm not going to watch this, but I'll read about this real quick. I'm really psyched about Payday 3. Looks like we got a new PS4 emulator in development. I won't dive into that, but for anybody that doesn't know, the way I address the whole emulation thing is like, I don't believe in emulators being used to emulate consoles that can be bought retail, or games that can be bought retail, unless you actually own them. Now, look, here's the thing. Like, there is a reason why so many people play Breath of the Wild and like Tears of the Kingdom and stuff on emulator. It's because it plays way better on PC emulation than it does on Switch's old 8-year-old hardware, right? Way better frame rates, much smoother gameplay. So there's a reason why people emulate games like that. So as long as you own the game already and you own the hardware already, you can emulate it. That's actually legal. But the big way in which emulation, in my opinion, should be used is to preserve video gaming history. And thank God we have so many amazing people that are part of the video gaming community that continue to uh, develop emulation for that purpose. Yeah, I know, Wick. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know Ferret does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ferret's played the crap out of it. I'm still not feeling the pull to play that game, dude. I'm still not feeling the pull, man. Oh, nice, Psycho, dude. We'll definitely be playing that together then, dude. Because I love Payday 2, and I cannot wait for Payday 3, man. Um, yeah, Ferret's played a good. I mean, he went hard on Tears of the Kingdom, from what I understand. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at right now. I still, I thought I was going to play it, but I don't feel. I still don't feel excited about it. You're not getting pulled either. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just don't feel excited about it. And I don't want to go try to start playing the game again if I'm not excited about it. Because I feel like I'm going to be in the same exact situation I was before, where I like start playing and I'm like, God, I'm just not enjoying this. So I was like, dude, I'm just going to start playing Dave the Diver. And then on the 15th or 14th or 15th, we got Exo Primal coming out, so I'll try that out too. Like, I'm just going to play games that I want to play, dude, and have fun. And games that I think you guys will enjoy too. That's why I'm not playing Shadows Over Loathing anymore either. The game just doesn't feel good to stream. It's a good game. I think it's a good game to just like chill and have fun with, but it's not a good game to stream, dude. It's just not. They're not, in my opinion. Yeah, yeah, I do, Wick. I actually have it on 2 platforms. Yeah, but I am going to play that game. Yeah. They gave it away on Epic a few months ago. Yeah, Kayla. Yeah, I'm really getting more into that. Like, the thing is, there's always an amount of like with. So here's what I'll say about Tears of the Kingdom. I feel almost obligated to play Tears of the Kingdom before the year ends because it's going to be a huge game up for a lot of awards. But I don't want to trudge through it not enjoying it. If I'm not feeling like I want to play that game, there's no point in it. And I'm getting to the point where I'm like understanding more that like even if I feel obligated, if I'm not interested in playing the game, then I'm not going to have a true good take on the game anyways, probably because I'm just going to be trudging through it and not really enjoying it anyways, you know? So it doesn't make sense to play it, right? Right. Well, yeah, and that's a big part of it too, Kayla, yeah. But yeah, Wick, I've got the complete edition of Fallout New Vegas on Steam, and I've got it on Epic. Yeah, a lot of people should have it on Epic. Epic gave it away like I don't know, within the past half year. They gave it away on Epic. Yeah. And I am still going to play that game. We're playing that game starting next month. And yeah, and I get that. You know what I mean? Yeah, and a lot of people love Zelda games, and I mean, dude, I played old school Zelda games a lot. You know, they're a big, especially like the original Zeldas and stuff. But all the way up through like Super Nintendo, but then I fell out of it, and it just hasn't been a big appeal to me ever since. You know, or even like Nintendo 64 stuff. Oh, you got Bramble King? Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's actually on my list for potential Scaretober stuff, man. Yeah, we talked about that, dude. Yeah. Don't miss this huge sale on Switch games for the 4th of July. Let's see what they got going on there. Yo, Psycho, did you ever play Payday 2? I don't think you did you? We talked about that, right?
Now
Holy
that we're friends again, is it okay if I pet you?
Yo, is it okay if I pet you? Thanks, dude. I've never petted a bat, actually.
Sparked89 just resubscribed for 11
Yeah,
months.
Wick, it's gonna be dangerous for me, too. Yeah, you play Payday 2? Oh, okay, Psycho. Nice, dude, nice. Wick, shut up! God, you're such a troll. Yo, thanks, Miss Bat. Incredible. 11 months? Oh, man. We're about to hit that 1 year, dude. You're about to get a tentacle. Did you know that? Miss Bat's about to get a tentacle, everybody. Nice. Yo, thank you very much, my friend. That's very, very, very generous. Thank you. Should re-download it. Yeah, I've thought about it at times too, but I'm just gonna wait for the third one. Oh, she's getting a tentacle on that 12-monther. You guys know what I'm talking about? The OA sub badges, right? So it basically starts turning into like a Thulu. So you get an eye at 6 months, you get one tentacle at 12 months, then at like 18 months, you get another tentacle, and it starts turning into this entire. I can probably show you for those of you that aren't aware here. Hold on. It turns into something like this. I made this a long time ago, early in the stream, early in the channel. Here. It would be that. That's what it'll end up turning into completely, and then we'll end up doing different colors on it and stuff like that as it moves forward. But it basically like, yeah, basically, yeah. So the card expired. So yeah, this is your sub badge, like in the channel, right? So it starts off, and you get the eye, and then like one tentacle comes in at like 6 months, and then the opposite side tentacle of the same comes in at like another 6 months after that, and then all the tentacles like come in at another 6 months, right? And then we'll start adding in more colors and things like that. But I need to check and see how many of them I actually have uploaded right now. I might need to do a little bit more work on this. But that's the final product of just like the Thulu badge. Yeah. Cool, Psycho. Yeah. I made that a long time ago, dude. This is just crazy, man. Sounds good, Psycho. Yeah, dude. Yeah. What's up, Miss Bat? What you guys doing today? Got some plans? Everybody, what's everybody doing today? Dude, there were fireworks going off. Just they were going ham last night. I'm like, dude, it's not even the 4th yet. Like, what is happening? I was like laying in bed last night and it was just like popping off forever, dude. Like it was the 4th, dude. I don't know what was happening. Not sure yet. We're crap. Farlight 84 review Apex Legends for kids. Look, I would play Apex if it ran on my PC, but Apex doesn't like my PC. Since the 30th, yeah, we've had like rando fireworks stuff going off since like the 29th, 30th here too. But like last night, it was just, bro, it was going off like it was the 4th, and I'm like, what is happening? Why? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. It's done like the whole like Black Friday thing. You know, it's like Black Friday used to be like a single day, and then it turned into like a day on each side, and now it's like it spans like a week on each side of Black Friday. It's like what 4th of July's turned into. Uh huh. Until like 1 a.m. Jeez, dude. All right, take a look at our other search here. Oh, were you nice? Yeah, we so we had a 2-story house at one point, and the city we lived in used to do a fireworks display. This was years ago, and it was when my my daughter was really really young, real little, and up in her room where the city would set off the fireworks display. Her room was on the 2nd floor of the house. You could just look out her window, and because it was like elevated and over the tree line of the horizon, you could see all the fireworks and stuff. So we would just like chill out in her room at night on the 4th, and we would just like watch this like dope fireworks display like up over the horizon of the trees and stuff. We could see a lot of cool fireworks and everything, and it was really neat. Yeah. Yo, Kayla, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. The Dutch may actually ban video game loot boxes. Let's take a quick peek. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I think that's awesome, man. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Like fireworks can be really really beautiful, you know. But to me, it's like everything else that comes along with that just isn't really worth. They're expensive. They're really loud and obnoxious. They create too many fires and stuff in certain parts of the world. Like, dude, we lived in a very, very, very dry location previously, and there was all they were like we would always have to like water down our yards and stuff because there was always the potential to just for fires to start everywhere. You know, and it was just I don't know. Hot air balloons are really cool too. Yeah. And then, like, if you actually want to go somewhere for a legitimate display, usually you have to be around a lot of people, right? And that's not fun. I don't like big groups of people either. We already saw that. Time will tell. We've talked about the Netflix gaming stuff a lot. Time will tell. Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultra Immersive New Mode. What? Yeah, we talked about that. Dying Light 2 free update makes the game more of a horror. What? More of a horror. Okay. Oh, for real, Psycho? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, dude, where we lived before, it never rained. Besides like 2 to 3 months out of the year, it felt like it never ever rained. It was just always hot and it was always dry. Like grass barely grew, dude. And it was just most of the time it was just dead unless somebody had like a sprinkler system or something. You know what I mean? And even if they did, the grass would still be really really dry most of the time, you know, because it just didn't rain, dude. It just wasn't a very uh it was a very arid location. And so there was always the potential for fires and stuff. And people there were just firework crazy, dude. It was nuts. Mm. Oh, that'd be cool, Kayla. Yeah. Bonus free game to July 7 game giveaway. Have we talked about these games? Yep. Same stuff, dude. Spy Rumble. Multiplayer social deduction game. It's kind of like Among Us, okay? So we've talked about these free games already. I'm just going to link this for you guys. There's another one added to the list there. Go take a look if you want some free games on Steam, okay? Oh, that's really cool. Nice, dude. Nice. Have you ever been in one? Have you ever gotten a ride in one? 2 video game exclusives are swapping consoles? What? Oh, God. Scorn? Yuck. Ugh. Blech. We'll touch on it. We talked about this yesterday. Scorn was terrible, dude. Is this worth looking at here? We'll take a peek at this. Not yet. Word. Overwatch 2 players should expect a multi-season gap. We've already got Dying Light 2 stuff up. I'll take a look at that. Looks like there was supposed to be a Just Cause mobile game and it got canceled before we even knew it was supposed to be a thing. So there's that. Has Final Fantasy 16 been a flop? Let's talk about that. I don't think it's been a flop, but I don't think it's been a Final Fantasy game. Oh, that feels bad. Oh, that feels bad, Kayla. Oh no. At least now you know. You know, had you been, if you have the chance again. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday too. Red Dead Redemption Remaster. Red Dead Redemption got, so basically TLDR, Red Dead Redemption got re-rated in Korea. Usually what that means, if a game gets re-rated, it means that there's usually a remake or a remaster coming. And so it seems that Red Dead Redemption probably has a remaster on the way. That's what this is kind of indicating. And we'll get some official information on that pretty soon, probably. Gross. Oh no, Miss Bat, what? Oh, that what Kayla was saying? Yeah, it feels bad, huh? Kingdom Hearts 4 to be released later this year, everybody. It probably would have already been out, but they took the game's development and switched it all over into Unreal Engine 5 from what I remember, and I think that's why it's taken longer for it to come out. Oh, that's cool, Kayla. Nice. We've already talked about this enough. I'm not getting into that. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 is like what, about 35? Like a third of that game. About a third of that game, I think, is just cutscenes. And look, there's nothing wrong with cutscenes, but I mean, it's a bit much. What do they say? There's like 15 to 17 hours worth of cutscenes, I think, and the game's like it's even more than that. I think so the game I think is roughly 35 to 40 hours long, and you're talking about almost half of that is cutscenes, is what I'd been hearing. I don't know for sure, but that's what I've been hearing. Like 15 to 17 hours of cutscenes in a 35 to 40 hour game. So of that 35 to 40 hours, half of it's cutscenes. Yikers. Some people will probably be fine with that. I mean, the cutscenes are supposed to be really well done, but look, man, if I want to watch a movie, I'll go watch a movie. I think cutscenes can add a lot to an experience, but I'm not looking to play a game to just sit there and watch it the whole time. All right, let's dive into these. Yeah, we knew that before it even came out. We had actually heard that from the developers of the game, from Square and the producers and stuff. They were like preparing people for that, and I was like, Jesus, it's crazy. Oh, nice, Kayla. Nice, thanks. So Overwatch 2 players should expect a multi-season gap between story missions, Blizzard says. Overwatch 2 likely won't get any further story missions for at least the next 2 seasons, following the launch of Season 6 Invasion, according to the game's executive producer, Jared Newis. Don't expect, this is a quote, don't expect the next round of story missions in the next season and the season after that, or anything like that, commented Newis during a recent Twitch appearance alongside streamer Eamon GG? I don't even know who that is. Reported on by Games Radar. It's very much like trying to find that balance between getting story missions in front of players quickly because we love story stuff and giving ourselves enough time to make changes and add features. He revealed during a separate Twitch stream in May earlier this year that Blizzard was outright canceling Overwatch 2's highly anticipated PvE hero mode. Yeah, we touched on that. Yeah, there are a lot of people that were upset about that. Much to the chagrin of the series' many fans, the move was particularly frustrating as some players viewed the addition of the PvE elements as a key difference between Overwatch 2 and its 2016 predecessor. Instead, Blizzard said it would focus on the release of story missions, which, according to Overwatch 2 director Aaron Keller, quote, take place on huge maps with new enemies while featuring a fast-paced co-op gameplay, along with cutscenes and story cinematics. However, the community was further incensed when it was revealed players would have to buy a $15 digital content bundle in order to partake in the upcoming story missions. What did people expect, dude? It's Blizzard! I mean, I know that doesn't make it feel any better, but I mean, you do know what company you're dealing with here, right? I mean, come on, man. Well, there's a difference, though. That's what I'm getting at, Psycho. So, not to that extent. So, Final Fantasy games are notorious. Final Fantasy games are notorious for having good quality cutscene material in them, but not cutscenes that take up half of the game content. That's what people are getting at. So not only that, but this game really isn't like a traditional Final Fantasy game either. It's very, very shallow RPG. It's more like, from what I understand, and I haven't played it, I probably won't play it either. From what I understand, they basically took what you would experience in something like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, put some real shadow RPG elements in it, and slapped Final Fantasy's name on it, and put the Final Fantasy summons in it. So from what I understand, the content in the game is very good, but it's not Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy games traditionally have pretty solid cutscene material in them. A lot of games do, though. But there's a difference between solid cutscene material for dramatic effect, and just sitting there watching half the game as a movie, which is what apparently Final Fantasy 16 is, which is weird, in my opinion, anyways. So, quote, to be fair, there's a bunch of stuff that we want to do next year or that are already in development for next year that will fill the gaps that people have in between, said Noose. We're trying to make it so that it doesn't feel like, and then there's nothing for a long, extended period of time. It's more like there's this cool thing, and then there's this other narrative thing, and then there's this other narrative thing. We keep telling interesting stories and moving that all forward, and we keep getting people to pay $15 time and time and time and time and time again. This is what we figured out we could do to people. Instead of just giving them stories, we could make them pay for all this content. That's basically what Blizzard did. Right? Blizzard's new motto is, it's in the Blizzard. They're basically EA, right? I mean, come on, dude. Like, they're basically Blizzard, or they're basically EA, dude. I mean, that's the way they come off to me anymore. Overwatch 2's next story missions are due to release as part of the upcoming 6th season of the team-based shooter titled Invasion, which is set to land on August 10th. However, judging by News's wording, it seems unlikely Blizzard will release any more story missions in 2023. In IGN's 8 out of 10 review, they noted Overwatch 2 breathes new life into what was once the sharpest multiplayer shooter around. Before it had its edges severely dulled by Blizzard's attention shifting away. Funny enough, I don't know, IGN. I don't know if I agree with that. I've had a lot of community members tell me that they are not nearly as enthused with Overwatch 2 as much as they liked Overwatch 1. So kind of seems like IGN might be in cahoots with some Blizzard people here for some of these articles, Where's True? I don't know. True might be on vacation or so. I haven't seen True here lately. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure, man. Hopefully we'll see True around after the holiday or something, Who knows? Could just be busy, dude. Maybe she's mad at me because I quit playing V Rising. Wish Larian would put something out. They're about to, dude. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh? What do you mean, oh? They've got a huge game that's about to release. Yeah. Vault's got you right there, dude. No, I know. I was just kind of playing, Kayla. I was just kind of trolling out a little bit. Yeah, she doesn't. She's very, very chill. She's very cool. Nah. We had a good time playing that game together. I just think she's probably busy with like holiday stuff, family stuff, probably. Psycho Baldur's Gate 3 is about to drop. So for anybody, before we jump into this, on that note, we've actually touched here recently. I know, Psycho, you've been really busy, but Baldur's Gate 3 is being developed by Larian, right? And basically what they've decided to do is the PC version's ready. So the PC version of Baldur's Gate 3 is being released like a little over a month early. So it was going to release like the exact same day as Starfield. And instead they went, look, the PC version's ready. We're going to push it forward about a month. So it's releasing on August 3rd now. So the PC version of Baldur's Gate 3 has been pushed forward to August 3rd. Is that what it is, Wig? I'm surprised you're still here, dude. And then the PS5 version is actually going to release the same day as Starfield, which is the Thai food extravaganza. Yeah, man, is actually a really, really smart play by Larian, because PS5 isn't getting Starfield, right? And Baldur's Gate 3 is not going to Xbox. So it makes sense to release the game early if they can on PC. That way it's not conflicting with the Starfield release, because Starfield's a hyped release, dude, right? So they don't want to release at the same time as Starfield, so they're going to get it out early on PC, but they're going to release at the same time as Starfield on the console that Starfield's not going to release on, right, being PS5. It's really a smart play by them. So that's what's coming from Larian, dude. Baldur's Gate 3. Full release, right? It's been out in like early access stuff, but full release PC on August 3rd, and then September 6th, it'll be a PS5 release. Brother, me and you both. Psycho's like, well, I'm just going to have to stay here at work, I guess. Yeah, Vault, I talk about that a lot too. I mean, there are a few games every year, like about 3 to 5 games every year that a lot of developers, sometimes it's less, but a lot of developers, it's usually a handful or less of games that most developers will avoid like the plague. You know, if it's on the same platform. You talk about games like Elden Ring. Over the last couple of years, we've seen games like Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy. You know, the games like that, developers do not want to release around those games. Tears of the Kingdom, you know what I mean? They avoid those releases at all costs, dude. At all costs. Even to work, they have some empty rooms. I could come for visits here and the kids. God, dude, that's brutal. Yeah, where's Cash when you need him? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, look, this is what I was telling everybody a couple of months ago. You know, whenever we were preparing for June to hit, right? So that's the way that there's always like a high and low tide, if you will, or peaks and valleys for the gaming industry. And the beginning of the year kind of hits some valleys, right? Where it's a lot of speculation. There's not a lot of official information on stuff. But as you start approaching June, because of all the summer showcase stuff, it really starts ramping up. And then once June hits, dude, you get a ton of information about new games. You get a ton of dedicated, like, official release dates. And you start finding out about all these games that are going to release, like, through the rest of the year. And some of those will slide, right? But a lot of them are going to still release when they're supposed to. And so, like, this time of the year is when, man, it really starts getting heavy with, like, game releases and stuff. Summertime, man. It's always really, really big for us in gaming, man, because there's a lot of good stuff that starts releasing. It's a lot of fun. Fault. Well, that's going to feel bad for me because I don't really care to play GTA 6. I fell out of GTA after, like, man, I loved the GTA games back in the day, but like, I played GTA 4, but I didn't really dive into GTA 5. I was kind of done with it. And I don't know, maybe if I took a dive in and I tried the multiplayer stuff out, like the online multiplayer, I'd feel different, but it just doesn't really appeal to me much, you know. I'm not one of those people. A lot of people love it, but I don't know. I'll probably buy the other games, you know? Or I'll play like Red Dead 2 or something while everybody plays everybody else will be playing GTA 6. I'll play Red Dead 2 or something. All right, here we go. Let's talk about the only reason I pulled this up was the Final Fantasy 16 flop status. I don't think it's flopping, dude. But I do think that a lot of people are off put by what the game is. But there's some different reasonings behind why people might be turned off by this game. I think that the game was developed well. for what it is, but I don't think it's a Final Fantasy game at its core. And the Tuesday Letters page has more advice on getting Game Pass 3, fantasy milestone. As a casual fan of Final Fantasy that will pick up new games when they become cheap, I have to wonder what kind of effect Final Fantasy 16 is going to have on the future of the series, because basically it looks like being a flop. It's impossible to tell whether games make a profit most of the time, but between the disappointing pre-orders and the one single week at number 1, really doesn't seem to have been bought by anything but hardcore fans. That's going to bite for Square, who obviously aimed at this one being bigger than usual in the West. What with the whole Game of Thrones thing, about 8 years too late, but never mind. I wonder what exactly has put people off, though. Is it because they wanted the old school combat, or that the story was too serious and grimdark? No, I think the serious grimdark part of it is fine. But they removed what is at the core of what is normal Final Fantasy. The core of what makes a Final Fantasy game, they stripped that away. And I think that's what's turning a lot of people off. In theory, Final Fantasy can be anything it wants to be, but I really do think it has too little connection with the rest of the series. There's nothing in how it plays, try the demo, that feels like Final Fantasy. While the graphics and design has an echo of the franchise as a whole, it's very subdued. If this leads to Final Fantasy 17 being something that goes back to basics with a fantasy sci-fi setting, then that will probably be the most welcome legacy of 16. I agree. I think if you end up changing absolutely everything about a game to the point where the only point of similarity is that it got Chocobo in it, you probably should just call it something else. That's exactly what I've been saying. About the only thing in the game that seemed similar to Final Fantasy 16, or to a Final Fantasy game from Final Fantasy 16, was the fact that it had traditional Final Fantasy summons in it, which they called icons. But you saw these summons like Ifrit and Shiva and Odin, and those are very iconic, recognizable Titan, Bahamut, you know what I mean, summons from Final Fantasy, as well as Chocobos. Other than that, I mean, it really didn't come off as a Final Fantasy game from everything that I have seen and experienced and come to know about Final Fantasy 16. But I think that this is what I've been saying the whole time too. And I hope that what happens is Square realizes where they screwed up. And it's not, I don't think it's as much of a matter of the game transitioning from a more of a turn-based scenario to an action combat scenario. I don't think that has as much to do. They've been transitioning away from the turn-based combat for quite a while. It had been like in a hybrid style of combat between like kind of turn-based but mostly action for a bit now. And people had adopted that. They had embraced that. People realized that gaming evolves, and I think a lot of Final Fantasy fans had been okay with that. But this time, they really pulled a lot of the RPG out of the game. And as well as Final Fantasy games traditionally were something that you would put a lot of time into for main and side quest story stuff. Then you would, quote unquote, beat the game. And then you would still have grindable stuff at the end that would very, difficult kind of things to pursue and keep trying to work towards. And it doesn't seem like this game has that, which is weird for a Final Fantasy game. I don't know for a fact, but that's what I'm kind of that's the impression I'm getting from things I'm reading and being exposed to about the game anyways. Yeah, apparently, I mean, that's what they had this aim of trying to make this game come off very Game of Thrones. That's a lot of what I've been reading too, which is like way to be real unique, and creative. Just rip off of Game of Thrones. Weird. Well, I mean, have you looked into what is it, AWE or AEW, whatever? What is it, Fight Forever or whatever? Have you looked into that, Psycho? I don't know how that game's reviewing right now. Let's take a quick peek. But this is really what I was wanting to look at, and I think this is a very well written. It's kind of the impression I've been getting too. AEW Fight Forever, right? That's what it is. So this is what I've been saying the whole time about the wrestling genre of games. It's on here, right? 71% positive. So here's the deal. AEW Fight Forever. This is their first main line, big, like big platform game, and it's more of an arcade style game though. It's not a wrestling like true wrestling simulator like you would see in WWE, but it's still a competitor in that genre, which I think that is good because it will help. It should, as long as it's semi-successful, it should raise 2K's want to elevate the quality of their games. 2K's WWE games have been trash forever. They're always balls, but they've always been able to just push out whatever they want. They don't have another competitor, and people will buy it because they don't have anything else to play, right? That's why I'm excited about AEW. I don't play wrestling games, really. I am going to play WrestleQuest when it comes out. That comes out on August 8th, and I'm playing WrestleQuest. If you haven't seen that game looks dope. But since I was a kid, I haven't played very many wrestling games or anything. But just because, the way I feel about the industry, I know that the WWE games from 2K are horrible. They're really bad on release all the time. They're really buggy. They don't work on fixing them or anything because they know people will just buy them. They don't have anything else to play. So I was excited to see that AEW was coming out with their own wrestling game because that's competition. Competition tends, as long as the competition's good, it elevates both sides of the ball. They're trying to make a better game because they want to outsell the other one, right? So right now they're saying mostly positive. Gameplay is good. Match types are lacking. But what are on offer for launch are good. Roster is solid. Road to Elite is pointless. Creation Suite is garbage. There's your review. AEW Fight Forever is really held together by its gameplay. Wait on it. Deeply flawed but ultimately fun game. You might want to read some reviews, man. See what you think. This is their first entry into the main line, big platform space of releasing their games. So I don't think anybody was expecting it to be perfect. You know what I mean? But to come out with something decent to compete with 2K stuff, I think that's the big play there, And it looks like they might be on track. It looks like they might be on track. Yeah, it does seem like that, Vault. Yeah. What did Kayla say? The Rock and Stone Cold. Yeah, give me, you know what I mean? Give me some Diamond Cutter. You know what I mean? Give me some Sting, dude. Throw me some Sting up in there, Yo, you guys have seen this though, right? Look, I'm going to be playing this game on release probably. You guys have seen this, right? WrestleQuest? That's Quest. There's a demo for it right now too, but guys, this game looks absolutely amazing. It's an RPG where you're like playing with a lot of the old wrestlers and stuff. And all the characters look like action figures. They got like bolts in their arms and stuff. This game looks sick, dude.
But you won't be crowned wrestling.
It's total RPG, man. You get to like create your character.
To ignite your quest. Your rise to stardom begins at the feet of giants. And the only way
the
to
man
earn a
bun?
legend's respect is victory.
Or the
Training
buns
with the
man.
best is never easy, but wear those bruises with pride. You're going to need all the help you can get to unlock your potential and win the support of legendary wrestling icons. Once they're on your side, those legends
dude, this
become
game looks so. There's
extremely
Diamond Dallas
powerful
Page right there.
Enlist their help as managers to energize
Sergeant
your team.
Slaughter, bro. They got Jake the Snake in here. Macho Man. There's all kinds of stuff, dude. Andre the Giant. Check it out, dude. It looks so dope. I'm playing this, dude, on August 8th. This game releases. I'm playing it day one. Also, this is on Netflix, guys. This is going to be on Netflix's platform, too. So if you have, I don't know how well that's going to play on Netflix, but And I'll tell you this: if Netflix,
Road to
I might need to
WrestleMania.
look into seeing whether I can like get a Netflix emulator for PC or something, because I've got a Netflix subscription. But if you have a Netflix subscription, this is going to be on Netflix day one. So if you have a subscription to Netflix, you can play this off of their app. Okay, you don't have to buy this necessarily. You can play this to try it out and play it on their app and see how it feels. It'll probably play better on something like PC or Switch or something. I don't know what all it's coming out on. What all is this coming out on? Hold on. Let's check this out real quick. I know it's on Netflix. I know it's on Steam. Why do I? Weird. Yeah, platform Switch, PS5, PS4, Windows, Xbox Series X and S, and Xbox One. Right? So August 8th, it'll be on all those platforms. It'll probably be a really good game for the Switch too, you know. But the it is on Netflix too. Just to confirm for you, Netflix. That's not right. Netflix games will exclusively host the mobile version of the game, right? So it will be on Netflix. So if you want to try the game out and you already have a subscription to Netflix, you've already got the game. You'll be able to play the game, right? So this game looks sick, dude, and I'm so excited to play this. We'll be playing this on August 8th when it releases. So a little over a month now. Kingdom Hearts 4 to be released later this year, guys. Here we go. Seems as though Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be released on all video game platforms later this year. Really? Haven't almost every single one of these been PlayStation exclusives? Okay. Yeah, Psycho. All right, buddy. Yeah. Yo, have a good day. Stay safe, bro. This holiday, people get crazy on this holiday, dude. Be safe, okay? Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, for sure, buddy. Yeah. Haven't most of these games been exclusive to PlayStation on release? The Kingdom Hearts games? That's going to be interesting. It's showing that they're going to release on all video game platforms later this year. That's what they're saying right here. That's not maybe official, but it's one of the most anticipated upcoming video games, and it looks like it'll be coming out in 2023. However, we still don't have an exact release date yet. Prepare yourself for a thrilling announcement that has sent waves of excitement across the gaming community. Kingdom Hearts 4 has officially been announced at the 20th anniversary event of the series. Yo, I'll put WrestleQuest in the chat. I forgot to link the Steam page for it, but I'll link it for you guys in just a second. The game is now available for pre-order at Game, a renowned UK-based gaming retailer. What? The announcement offered a sneak peek of what the publisher has been working on, stirring a frenzy among fans eager to get their hands on the latest installment of this beloved franchise. Though the specific release date remains to be confirmed for 2023, the anticipation among fans is palpable. Kingdom Hearts 4, categorized under the action-adventure genre, promises to deliver an immersive and exhilarating gaming experience that builds on the legacy of its predecessors. It is suitable for players aged 12 and over, making it an engaging and accessible title for a wide demographic of gamers. So it can be pre-ordered right now. Game is allowing pre-orders without any deposit in the UK. You'll be charged up to 7 days before the release. And they offer a pre-order price guarantee, meaning that if the game goes down in price or whatever before it releases, you'll get that price or whatever, right? Really? Hold on. Yo, let me link this for you guys first. If you're interested in WrestleQuest, take this link. Now, again, this is going to be on all platforms and Netflix. But that's the link to it on Steam. Okay. Now, this is going to be quite surprising to me, actually. Show me the platforms. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts, PS2. Okay. Chain of Memories was Game Boy Advanced. Kingdom Hearts 2, PS2. Recoded was DS. Kingdom Hearts 358, 2 days, DS. Birth by Sleep, God, there are more than I thought there were. PSP, Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 3D, 3DS, Kingdom Hearts X. What did this release on? Kingdom Hearts 3, PlayStation and Xbox. Really? I didn't know that PlayStation and Xbox both got Kingdom Hearts 3. Interesting. Okay. And they've got all the remix stuff. Okay, wild. Okay, well I was wrong there. I thought that most of them were PlayStation exclusives, and I was wrong. Okay, well that's probably true then. Be coming to all platforms and stuff. There it is, Wick. What's up, Cash? What's up? So, I mean, we knew this was going to be coming before too long. It probably would have already been here, but we knew it got delayed because they were switching the game over to Unreal Engine 5. We heard that mid of last year, so roughly a year ago. We were informed of that, I think. Okay, man. Armored Core 6 shines with some impressive graphics. I'm really torn right now because I love mech games, and I do think that From Software is a very good developer, but they are terrible at their PC releases. And okay, Kayla, yeah. Be safe, all right. So From Software burnt me with Elden Ring. I played through that entire game, but it felt rough on PC. And it was quite obvious it was a console game that got ported to PC before release. There were many, many indicators of that within the game. And I'm really interested in playing this game, but I just don't trust From Software to release a quality optimized PC version of this game. They're not good. They traditionally are not good at doing that. They focus on console, then they aren't very good at PC releases. And I don't want to play this on anything besides PC, so I'll wait and see how it does. Yeah, you too, Kayla. You too. Happy 4th. The fans of the popular mecha series from the creators of Dark Souls and Bloodborne has a glimpse of Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon gameplay a couple of months ago. Although the video was quite cool and it showed many of the features of the upcoming installment in the third-person action video game series, the quality of the footage shown by Bandai Namco wasn't the best. Now we have a much better opportunity to watch the impressive mechas of the game in action thanks to a new version of the Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon video. This time released in high resolution, everything looks much better in 4K at 60 frames, as you can see in the video below. We'll watch it real quick.
Peggy 12.
This is a tough one for me, man. I really want to play this, but I just don't trust From. Get wrecked, nerd. Holy crap, that was sick. The movement of the mech looks really good. The way you can just like use the boosters to like slide around. And you got like your kind of like strafing, your quick strafing and dashing forward and strafing dashes and stuff, and then you can just walk and everything too. It looks really good. Ouch. Notice how they're not giving you any kind of overlay to see what the game's actually gonna show overlay wise, or for like your HUD. Best part of any good mech game, dude. Customization. Oh, I want a spooter mech, dude. Give me a spooter mech. I mean, if the game releases and reviews are saying that it performs really well on PC and everything, I'll probably play it. I just won't play it. I won't pre-order it. I won't play it on. I won't buy it on release. I just don't trust From with their PC releases or nothing. All right, Doc. Nice, nice. I doubt the octane that I put in my car is probably on sale. Yo, random up. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. I put 91 in my car, so I doubt that they're putting 91 octane on sale. But if they are, then I'll have to. If they are anywhere around here, I'll have to go grab some. That looks good, dude. It looks really cool. Mecha combat is at its best Fires of Rubicon takes a significantly different approach to mecha combat than other games in the genre. With a deep focus on action and mecha customization, the game aims to deliver a unique experience to keep you glued to the screen while having lots of fun. Customization mechanics, which allow you to load a variety of weapons on each hardpoint to adapt to each mission, reminisce of games like MechWarrior 5, but the third-person combat and the visual aspect of the game is a completely different level. It's much more of an action game where you can dodge enemy attacks instead of relying on bulky armor or shields. It definitely feels much more interactive and dynamic than many other games in the genre. It'd be quite interesting to see a full video detailing intricacies of the gameplay that From Software will be bringing to the table with Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Hopefully we'll have more videos ahead of the August 25th release for the game on PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. There you go. It does look cool. Does look cool. Oh, okay, Wick. Thanks, dude. Says it's still 3 a gallon. 3 a gallon sounds pretty good to me at 91. I'll be honest with you. 3 a gallon's a pretty good price for a 91. 350. I think that's still quite a bit cheaper than what I've been paying. But I don't drive that often, so. I'm a hermit. Yeah. For regular 86, 87, 350? Yeah. I was going to say like 350 for like 91 would have been pretty baller, dude. I would have gone for that. What's going on? They don't have your. Well, whenever I lived, so it also depends on. So where I lived previous to this was a lot closer to the south, where they do a lot of the refining of it and stuff. So the transportation costs of it's not nearly as high either. So it was a lot closer to where a lot of the like refineries and stuff are down there. So there's not nearly as much transportation cost on top of it. So fuel for me where I used to live was quite a bit cheaper down there than it is like where I live now. Up in the like North Midwest, you know. It's big truck, big flags, high pollution day. I guess so, dude. Yeah, yeah. But it's probably the same thing there with like what you're talking about, Miss Bat. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I think that like the lower Midwest, yeah. But as you go up into the higher Midwest, it gets more expensive because it takes more transportation to get it up in there and everything. You know? Yeah. It looks cool though. The game looks good. PlayStation and Xbox are trading console exclusives. Yuck, dude. Can anyone please check whether hell froze over because Xbox and PlayStation are trading console exclusives with one another? Admittedly, we're not discussing first-party exclusive titles, but those developed by third-party studios, Scorn and Stray, both of which were actually nominated for game. Scorn was nominated for Game of the Year in 2022. What? Did I just forget that? Bro, that game was balls. That game was terrible. It looked good. That was it. It just looked good. There's no way that game should have been in the running for Game of the Year. What a hot piece of garbage, dude. It looked good. That was it. Everything else about it was very lackluster, dude. It performed well, which any game that gets released should perform well. That's not even something we should be able to bring up and go, well, it felt good on release. All games should feel good on release. So that's not fair. PlayStation is getting Stray, or PlayStation console exclusive gaming title Stray has been announced for Xbox Series X and S, while Ebb Software's atmospheric first-person horror game Scorn, which I would recommend avoiding unless you can just get it really, really cheap. If you're that interested in playing Scorn, get it really cheap or play it on a subscription service. It is the only thing that I felt like that game really had going for it was it had great H.R. Geiger art graphic design. That's it. Everything else about the game was bleh. It wasn't good, dude. Felt clunky. It was very unimpressive. Very subpar gameplay. I kept expecting to get more out of it, and it just never came. It was there was like no real story to it or anything. It was weird. It was a weird game, dude. It didn't feel good. But it is going to PS5. The puzzles were okay. If this three-head could get through the puzzles pretty easily, then they weren't fantastic. The art was the best thing about it. Art and aesthetic was good, but everything else was really pretty lackluster, dude. Stray is amazing, though. Stray is going to launch on Xbox Series X and S on August 10th. Let's see. Yeah, there's no dialogue. It's like this story. You don't really understand what's going on in that game at all, story-wise. They even say... It's just a 2023 release window for the PS5 for Scorn. I don't really feel like you're missing anything there. I'll be honest. For a game that was in development for 8 years, would I get like 8 hours of gameplay out of that game? It took them 8 years to give people like 8 hours of gameplay. How long did I play Scorn, dude? Something like that, right? Excuse me, 9.7 hours. 9.7 hours. I paid like $45 for this game to get 9.7 hours of gameplay, and it was severely underwhelming. The only thing that it really had going for it, in my opinion, was the Geiger-esque art. They did a good job with that. Everything else was, nah. They shouldn't have even made it a game, in my opinion. It should have been some kind of like VR visual experience for you to walk through and experience and maybe, get some jump scares out of you or something. As a game, they did a terrible job. In my opinion, I've got an entire breakdown and review of the game. If you go look on like our Twitch channel here or YouTube, and you look at like I've got like video game endings as playlists, and you find Scorn and you watch Scorn, watch the ending of Scorn. I always do reviews, and I'll give you a thorough breakdown of why I felt like that game was so bad. Stray's amazing though. You should absolutely go play Stray. Xbox users aren't even bothering with new free games. Believe shutdown is imminent. What? Regular gas 369 Kappa here? Missed opportunity. If you pay for anything, any gaming subscription service, I'm almost certain that, like me, you'll have determined that it's basically impossible to stay on top of your backlog. If the year's new releases weren't enough, you're constantly being spoiled for choice with freebies. 91's 439, yeah. Yeah, that seems about more real, like what I would be paying to. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was like, dude, $3 or $3.50. I was like, bro, I'd hop all over that. Yeah. Sony recently announced July's PlayStation Plus free games. It's a phenomenal month. From tomorrow forward, July, today, subscribers can claim Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Alan Wake Remastered, and Endling Extinction is Forever. We've already covered this stuff. But yeah, Alan Wake Remastered, we're probably going to play this before we play Alan Wake 2 in Scaretober. Meanwhile, though, Xbox users aren't happy at all with the current state of Games with Gold, monthly free game service that's offered a perk of subscribing to Xbox Live Gold. If users aren't subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate, they're required to pay for Xbox Live Gold in order to play online. So it's a service that most would be paying for anyway, with or without the free games. With that said, fans believe that the freebies have been going downhill in a major way lately. Games with Gold sucks now. It sucked for a while now, at least a year, Reddit user Android Tick Mammal wrote. The games we get are all C-tier games at best, good for an hour or two of fun at most. The games they are getting on PlayStation these days are 10 times better. For example, they get Alan Wake Remastered this month. Better than we got backwards. It was better when we got backwards compatible games. What is going on, Microsoft? Others believe this could even be the beginning of the end of the service. I really don't care about games with gold anymore. Thankful for every Xbox 360 game I got for free over the years. They are really free. Even without subscription, I can play them whenever I want. Also think games with gold will be getting shut down in 1 or 2 years. Yeah, I agree. Seems it is being sundowned. But it sucks for everyone who missed the Games with Gold original 360 games. Even if they repeated some of the classic games on the service, it would be better than what we have now. If you're still keeping up with the Games with Gold free games, fear not. Microsoft hasn't said anything to imply the service is on its way out. You can don't forget to grab the unique audio-based game, The Veil Shadow of the Crown, before it disappears from the service later this month. Yeah, I mean, Games with Gold is basically like what you need to play Xbox Online, right? Isn't that what that is? Which, in my opinion, is disgusting. I think it's asinine that I don't care what console you're on. I think it's stupid that you have to have Switch Online to play multiplayer games through Nintendo. I think it's stupid you have to have PS Plus to play online games with other PlayStation members. And I think it's stupid you have to have Games with Gold to play online with other Xbox players. That is the scummiest thing ever, dude. And that's one of the big things I tout all the time about PC. You don't have to worry about that. People are already paying usually a pretty substantial amount. Yeah, it's gross, Miss Bat. Yeah, it's been like that for a long time. It's one of those things that was a big turnoff for me whenever they started doing this, you know? Yo, Ferret, what up? Preach, yeah. I was like, Peach, I thought you were going to start doing the Bowser song or something, dude. You know, it's disgusting. It's one of the big things that really started turning me off about consoles. I got really, really disgusted by it. And it's one of those things where people are already paying a substantial amount of money, most people anyways, for internet service. And then, I mean, you're buying into the platform already. You're buying their hardware. You're buying into that platform. I'm not saying that you should get the subscription services, right? Subscription service is something totally different. But just to be able to play online with other people in any game you buy for that platform, if you own that hardware, you should have that capability. That should be part of it naturally, inherently, by buying into that platform. You shouldn't have to pay another service for that platform on top of your internet connection utility. That's asinine. But this is where the console players get people that are locked into the console market. It's disgusting. And I'm sorry, but I keep, like, I've always been, a lot of people in this community know this, but for anybody that hasn't heard me say this, I've traditionally played, from the time I was a kid, PC and all other platforms of gaming. And nowadays, I have gotten to where I am primarily a PC gamer because there's just so much gross stuff like this that happens on the console side of things. So if I could give you advice to get into a realm of gaming that doesn't feel quite as gross and quite as scummy, try to get into PC. You don't have to deal with the nonsense of no backwards compatibility, having to buy games over and over and over each time a new console comes out. Nintendo making a new online platform every time they make a new console, and getting rid of all their old games and stuff. You own a game on a platform, you've got it forever on PC. You don't have to worry about backwards compatibility. You make a new PC, or you buy a new PC, whatever, you still got all those games, man. You don't have to worry about, most of the time. There are a few rare situations where you might want to play an online game. They have a subscription service you need to pay into to play that game online. There are some of those games, don't get me wrong. But most of the time, games for PC, you don't have to pay that. It's not like the PC platform itself makes you pay a monthly fee to play games online with other people, right? It's few and far between, and it's a developer incorporated kind of thing. Not, between software, not the hardware itself. It's disgusting, man. I can't. Yeah, fair. It's like, oh, I got him railed up, man. This is that crap, dude. If they could make you pay, they would. Probably. I mean, that's why consoles done it, right? But this is one of those things about the gaming industry that I keep trying to get across to people. If you keep buying into the scum doesn't go away. It just gets thicker, right? If you keep feeding that, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So until people are willing to take some kind of united stand against this crap that these industries do, then it won't stop, And in my opinion, the best thing you can do is start looking at trying to at least work your way into the PC side of game, because it can't. I mean, right now it doesn't look like it can really happen. There are software, like you'll get some like MMOs that, like, okay, so obviously Blizzard, right? Blizzard, I mean, if anybody's going to be doing stuff like this, it's going to be Blizzard, right? Blizzard's done this forever with World of Warcraft, though, monthly subscription stuff. You'll get some live service games that make you pay monthly subscriptions, or you've got like Rockstar that does like their online versions of their games, or Red Dead Online, or GTA Online, where they want you to pay for the online version of the game and stuff. But it's few and far between in relation to what you deal with on the console side of things, right? And so it's just, the reason consoles done it is because consoles plug and play. They've got a lot of people locked in this plug and play mindset. They think that people won't take the time to move over into the PC side of gaming. But I think it's getting easier for people because of things like, take Steam Deck or the ROG Ally, stuff like that, dedicated PC gaming hardware, right? Where people can buy into that and not have to worry about too many issues of needing to be real worried about the ins and outs of like owning an entire rig or whatever, So I don't know. Think about it, man. It's gross. PlayStation, what's up, Ferret? PlayStation Plus users get last chance to grab iconic video game trilogy for free. This is going to be BioShock, dude, I think. Yep. BioShock, as well as the Borderlands Handsome Collection. There's some other games in here that, like Marvel's Avengers, I don't think you should worry about that one too much. But there are some big games that are leaving on the 18th of July. We've talked about this already. I'm just going to link it. You guys take a look. If you're on PS Plus, you got some big games that are leaving and that are very worthwhile to dive into. Highly recommend. Need to eat some breakfast? Me too, dog. You got plans for today, dude? Happy 4th, man. Nintendo addresses possibility of more GameCube games on Switch. Yeah, this is basically what I thought it was going to be. Among the titles released for GameCube, the HD versions of Pikmin 1 and 2, digital versions just recently became available on June 22nd for Switch. Value your request and opinion on this topic, said Furukawa, which is the CEO of Nintendo Switch Online, right? Or CEO of Nintendo. A lot of the GameCube games, we've seen some of the more notable GameCube games hit Switch, but they're basically saying that like now that they've started working on getting the GameCube games over to Switch Online, there's probably a good chance we'll see more of that happen. That's basically all this is really talking about. That's what I figured it would be. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be any kind of like... Many of the best GameCube games are currently on Switch or will be soon. There's still a lot of great games that remain stranded. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker at least got an HD remaster on Wii U, but games like Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, Smash Bros. Melee, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door have never been offered on another Nintendo platform. Nintendo sees the demand for these games, so hopefully that will result in more remasters and ports in the coming years. That's basically the gist of what this was, okay? Nothing really planned, word, dude. Oh, God. I'm not going to be able to really probably watch a whole lot of this, but I'll let's save that for the end. Payday 3, we'll save that for the end. We'll watch a little bit of that. Don't miss this huge sale on Switch games for the 4th of July, guys. Looks like it's a Best Buy. If you don't have Best Buy in your region or area or whatever, that probably won't apply, but they list them. Looks like there's Hello Neighbor for $10 instead of so half off. Spyro Reignited Trilogy for $31 instead of $40. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy for $32 instead of $40. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe down to $51 from $60. Bro, this game is 8 or 9 years old now. Look at this. Look at this. It's on sale, guys. Bro, Nintendo is so... Dude, they wreck on this front. They really do. Their games never go on sale, like, permanently. It's insane. That's a steal, right? And that's not including, like, all the DLC that they have out now and all that stuff, right? It's crazy, dude. Here's what's even funnier, right? You buy it right now for $51 on sale, then you'll have to buy it again when the new Nintendo console comes out within the next year. I think they're going to announce it. I think there's a solid chance they'll announce the next Nintendo console around like the end of the year. We'll see what happens, but it's coming. It is coming. But yeah, this is this game released originally on the Wii U. So people bought it on the Wii U. Now people bought it on the Switch. Now the next console is coming out. People are going to buy it on that too, unless they come out with a new Mario Kart, which is going to be wild because they're still pumping out like new DLC for this game. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, they got some okay sales, I guess. Take a look if you've got a Best Buy around. The Dutch may actually ban video game loot boxes. Yeah, we've seen them, like in the Netherlands and stuff, talk about doing this for a while. Video game loot boxes may be a thing of the past in the Netherlands soon. This, I mean, to the point of where they basically... banned Diablo Immortal in the Netherlands, right? We saw when Diablo Immortal was coming out, they're like, nope, not here, Blizzard. Which I was like, fantastic, good for you guys. According to a report on games industry source Leon Zhao, the country is ready to block the use of the monetization method. Isn't entirely new news, right? The Dutch government has been tackling the issue for a while. Even a year ago, the Dutch gambling authority tried to regulate loot boxes. Unfortunately, it was overturned. That hasn't stopped further attempts. Not long after that, 6 political parties put forward a motion to ban them. Unlike the gambling authority, whose regulation attempt was shot down due to a decision that they don't break the country's gambling laws, the motion focuses on how loot boxes manipulate children into making purchases. This isn't to say they don't address them being a form of gambling as well, but their solution for that seems to be asking for the law regarding gambling to be changed in order to address that. At this time, no decision has been made. Video game companies are going to fight back on it. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. That said, a ban in one country means game companies will have to decide between adjusting the game for that country, no longer distributing the game there, or making the change across the board. A ban in one place also means there's a pretty good chance they'll crop up in other places, and game companies will have to contend with that. Absolutely. I'm not even going to go into detail on my stance on this, but there is a video on our YouTube channel. I published it last night. Basically, it came about because of our discussion about the Kick platform, gambling backing Twitch and Kick as well, and what my stance is on gambling and all that. If you want a deep dive into how I feel about gambling, especially in the live streaming front, stuff like that, and in the gaming sphere, then take a look at that video. That's what I would say. Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultra Immersive new mode completely changes the game. PC video game mods can be a wonderful thing. They can add new modes, improve graphics and gameplay. In some cases, completely change the game quite literally. One such mod is the Zen mod for a game, Rockstar Games' Red Dead Redemption 2. As reported by PC Games the Zen mod takes the immersion of this Wild West classic to the next level. This mod is so good that I'm totally jealous that it will never come to PC. What? It's never going to come to PC? What does that the Zen mod bring to the table? Changes the game quite a lot, and arguably in the best way possible. When the mod is applied to your PC version of Red Dead Redemption 2, perform subtle actions such as sitting on every chair, bench, stair, or ledge. What's more, you can also lean on fences, railings, and walls. While doing so, you can clean your gun, hat, and or boots, smoke a cigar, have a drink, and even whittle wood. Oh, that's sick! That is not all, because you can sleep on any bed, bedrolls, or ground that you choose and select the number of hours that you want to snooze. Also play the piano, wash yourself in buckets of water, even have a cleaner horse. Mod even lets you switch off combat music. All of the above actions may seem small. If you want to experience Red Dead Redemption 2 as a role-playing game, living the Western life, the Zen mod is perfect for living out that fantasy. If this mod sounds like your cup of tea, it's available now via Nexus Mods, so thank you, talented modder. You are in our debt. What did that say? I'm so confused. This mod is so good, I'm totally jealous it will never come to PC. When this mod is applied to your PC version of Red Dead Redemption 2, am I tripping? Can somebody help me? I think what they meant is that it won't come to console. Probably. But I was confused, dude. Yeah, I was like, what's happening, bro? Did that work? That thumb face, dude. Yeah, it had to be typos, dude. I was tripping. Yo, I really want to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I own it. And this mod would be dope. The Zen mod. That would be a cool mod to have on while we played. That'd be really neat. I'll link it for you guys. But yeah, that was definitely a typo. I'm pretty, I don't know what else it could be. Dying Light 2 free update makes the game more of a horror. Who wants to play a zombie game? I know that we do. And who doesn't look a bit of the gruesome undead? I think it's supposed to be like. Well, I suppose as long as it remains in the video game media and we're not munched on by zombies in real life. In one form or another, zombies have been a popular formula in the world of horror storytelling, from Dr. Victor Frankenstein's monster to George A. Romero's zombie shufflers to the pop culture phenomenon of The Walking Dead comic book series and its live-action TV adaptations. The thought of someone rising from the dead to have a cannibalistic instinct to make us a lunchtime dinner will forever resonate and play in our inner fears. This is why zombies in video games have collaborated so well, as a horror universe can be created with imagination and little in terms of restriction. In franchises such as Resident Evil, Dead Rising, Dead Space, and Dead Island, zombies in video games are something that won't be going away anytime soon. One other popular zombie video game franchise is from the original Dead Island developers, Techland, with Dying Light. As reported by PlayStation Lifestyle via recent Dying Light 2 Stay Human stream, losing some of its scare factor in the sequel is something that the developers at Techland are aware of, and a free update looks to change all that. Quote, we really wanted to bring back the night from Dying Light 1, but we kind of overdid it in the first version of Dying Light 2, said senior producer Michael Baricki. So we tried to find a balance between the scary dark nights of the first game and the more approachable nights in Dying Light 2. We think we've struck the balance between both games. So what changes will the update make? For starters, volatiles will be a threat in the sequel. Players will have the choice of an optional filter that will make nighttime in the game darker. What's more, Baricki said that the flashlight and sound effects will also be improved to make it more accessible for players to use stealth tactics. Parkour will also be enhanced and more. The Good Night, Good Luck update will go live on 29 June. So that was like 5 days ago. Let's take a look at the trailer for the update here. No caption, sorry.
Aiden, you already there? Listen, smugglers should be waiting. Let's make it an easy exchange.
Something's not right. It's fresh blood. He's dead.
What?
Where's the other one? Shit! They're everywhere.
So it's true. They roam the streets now.
Must have rewards. You must have them, chat. Banger song, yeah.
Something tells me this ain't Villador anymore. Dying Light 2, stay human. Good night. Good
Interesting.
luck update.
There you go. If you need more out of it, I'll link it. All right, here's the last one I have for the morning. Man, this is 18 minutes of raw Payday 3 gameplay leaked online. This game's coming to us pretty soon. I'm really excited about this. I love Payday 2. This developer has had their share of issues since Payday 2. And Payday 2 is a success for them. They did some things to Payday 2 that were very criticized pretty heavily within Payday 2, and then they had some pretty bad ventures after Payday 2. But the hope here is that they've learned, and that Payday 3 will turn into be something pretty decent. For me, at least, I loved Payday 2. I played it decade ago. I didn't stick with it a long time, but I played a good amount of it on whenever I got into it. I enjoyed it very, very much. This is a very fun game. I think that Payday 2 was really like kind of what prompted a lot of the extraction type gaming stuff, because that's a lot of what this is. It's a co-op experience of basically heisting, and you're trying to extract, right? Extract as much as you can, but it's a very strategic kind of operation quite often. The more that you can get done in a stealthy manner, in a very strategical manner, the better off the missions usually go. If you just go in guns blazing, then it gets really hot really fast, as far as SWAT coming down on you, tough enemies. And it's a very difficult scenario if you're playing with people that don't know what they're doing. It takes a lot of collaboration and learning, and this one's supposed to be even deeper with that kind of thing, and deeper with skills and weapons and things like that. And I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's good. If it is good, I'll play it for a while. But we'll have to see, wait and see how it goes. I am excited. I'm a bit hyped for this. Looks like 18 minutes of raw gameplay have leaked online. I don't want to watch too much of it, but Payday 3 is set to be released on September 21st. Right now, fans are eagerly scouring the internet for any signs of fresh content to show what might be coming. Plenty out there, but that doesn't mean more can't keep appearing. Hours ago, an 18-minute long video of raw gameplay footage was leaked online by a Vietnamese content creator. In this unedited clip, we see pure, unadulterated Payday 3 content in all its glory as the player attempts to undertake a bank heist, but starts failing miserably in the first few minutes. As the gameplay unfolds, the creator appears to be talking to people live, answering questions in English as he goes. It's Payday, boys. It's an exciting gameplay video, that's for sure. In the 18 minutes that the creator is playing, we see high-octane gunplay featuring a wide array of weapons, a desperate clash with heavily armored police forces, and the classic multiplayer mechanics that the series has become known for more than 10 years ago. As the creator explores the bank map and mission, he's streaming. He parts ways with a few tidbits of information. He explains the classic custody feature is returning. For example, this is where hostages can be exchanged for players arrested and held in custody by the police. He talks about there being 8 heists planned for after launch, and references that more will be added further down the line, stating that Payday 2 has 18 heists. It's a classic a Payday game as we could have hoped for. And for the most part, we knew that from what has already been revealed, but this leak goes one step further in showing us pure, unrestricted content. What we got? Yeah, I'm not going to watch that in here. I'm not going to watch that in there. There's potential for it to be like DMCA stuff. You know what I mean? And putting this up on YouTube for everybody to see and everything, I'll probably just end up having to cut it out and everything too. What I will do is link this for everybody to take a look at if you're interested. Know that this is on InsiderGaming.com. If you're looking to find this 18 minutes of Payday 3 gameplay, it is leaked. It's probably going to be getting DMCA'd as much as possible by the developers because they don't want this out more than likely. But if you're interested, take a look, okay? That's the news, baby, for July 4th. That's the news. We're going to play Dave the Diver today for a little bit. I'm only going to be going for about the next 3 to 3.5 hours. And then I've got some stuff going on with family today for the holiday. So that's what the plan is. Dave the Diver today, okay? Starting it off with Dave the Diver, day 1. You guys rock. Great news segment, as always. Thank you very much. We'll be moving on to our gameplay segment, but for anybody that is not too familiar with the community, our channel, the content of what we do here, we start off all of our streams, which 6 days a week. We start off at 6 a.m. CST. Right now I take Wednesdays off, but all those other days, 6 days a week, we start off with video gaming news at 6 a.m. CST, which would be 4 a.m. Pacific or 7 a.m. Eastern. We always kick it off with video gaming news before we dive into whatever gameplay content we have planned for the rest of the day. All of the previous content we've done, video gaming news segments, pertinent, important kind of clips from the news segments, gameplay, entire gameplays that we've done, funny, fun, crazy kind of clips from gameplay, stuff like that. All that content can be found here on the Twitch channel and playlists, as well as on our YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying this, then go take a look at some of that other content we have. And if you're interested in what you're being exposed to, then I would prompt you to come hang out with myself, the rest of the amazing individuals that are a part of our community here whenever we go live at 6 a.m. CST every single day. We have a great time. We got a cool community here, and we'd love to have more people come be a part of what we do, man. So other than that, happy 4th of July to everybody. Again, big shout out to anybody in the world that has done their part in standing up for freedoms around the world, justice, oppression, standing up against that kind of thing around the world, not just here in America or anything like that. If you've done your part, you've stood up for freedoms and liberties, wherever that may be, then this is a holiday for you as far as I'm concerned, So other than that, man, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind, and we're going to move on to gameplay, and we'll check everybody tomorrow We'll check everybody on Thursday for July 6th edition of Video Gaming News. All right?